Hey guys, how's it going? Finally got Ken here.
Yep, I left home at 6 o'clock this morning and got over to Bendigo at 9. So yeah, it's a good ride. Tiny bit of rain, but and one galah, but got in the way. But all good.
And he had all the dust on his wheel from the galah to prove it. So he went down to Elliott Brothers of Bendigo, the local motorcycle shop where we got the tyres. So Ken's now got his big bloody knobbies sitting on there, so that's a bloody good thing. So really we're now just kind of like fine tuning bits and pieces. Ken's actually changed his get up on the back, so we'll go through that. Well, Ken's going to show you what he's changed on it.
So basically I had a small bag that was in the centre here. It was very small, it was only so wide and so high. By the time I put my clothes in there was no room for anything else. So I grabbed the old yellow bag from down up on the roof and threw all my clothes in there. And has heaps more room, and because I got a yellow bag here, I couldn't handle that little three-legged chair, so I got a decent chair, and it fits on perfectly. This actually went for a ride last year on this bag as well, so it's well proven. So it's about to go for another tour. So yeah, so basically all straps up, and I can get all my water and everything on board now, so it's all good. This is an idea I came up with. Basically, it's just an air filter. Just a pre-filter. We're going to put a pre-filter on over the top of the air filter, just to make it easier to keep most of the dust out, save us changing the filter too many times. So basically, I'll just take the cover off here, and basically we'll put a pre-filter on it. So Mark, what did you do with those filters?
Oh, I don't know, they're here somewhere. Here they are. Look at that.
Thanks, mate. These are pre-filters. Basically one of these. Fine, really fine mesh.
That was his idea.
I thought there's got to be something around that we can put around the filter just to make them last a bit longer, and something that's really fine without restricting the airflow. So we come up with these things. And basically, they're really fine. Extremely fine. Should catch most of the dust and sand, etc. I just got to put this filter on. Basically, I'm not going to tuck it in around the edge here because I don't want any sand and everything getting in the gap up the top here, because if this sits in it might pull it away a bit. So basically, I'm just going to tuck it in. Bit tricky because this has a bar in the back of the filter, in the centre of the filter, so I've got to sort of work my way around to get around it and get to the other side. That's basically about it. Not really elaborate, but we'll keep the dust off the main filter. So the cleaner the main filter stays, the longer it stays cleaner, the less we have to clean the filters. We just pull this out. Once we hit a bit of dust, we'll pull that out at the end of the day and put a new one in, and hopefully pull half the dust out with it. So cool.
All right, guys, day's getting on. We're bloody itching to go. Actually, I was fucking feeling like before that we just want to jump on these bikes and go. So we're going to take off pretty early in the morning, so we want to get this video up for you guys. Ken's going to run through the map and show you guys where we're going, just quickly and briefly. But before he does that, I'll just let you know that where we're going, there's basically going to be real patchy internet access or bloody phone access, if none. So you won't, or YouTube wise, you won't hear from us for 2 weeks or whatever until we get back, and that's when we'll do up all those videos and put them up for you to see. But as we go along, if we get reception, we'll be able to put up some photos for those of you guys that are on Facebook. You'll be able to get all those little updates, and some of the places with Ken's satellite phone might be able to get some info to Naomi, and she can put that on Facebook just to say, hey, they're not dead, or we're still moving, or whatever. Cool. So that's it. So yeah, you won't see us for 2 weeks on YouTube and on and whatever updates we can get coming through on Facebook, which would be text and images. All right, let's get Ken on the bloody showing us where we're going.
Okay, so we're in Bendigo at the moment. So we're leaving Bendigo tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, and we're going up through Oyen, up to Mildura, across from Mildura to Renmark, and then from Renmark up to Burra, which is just here. And we're overnight at Burra, and then on Monday we're leaving Burra, we're going up through Hawker to Flinders Ranges. We're staying in the Flinders Ranges that night. And then in the morning we're going and taking the scenic route through the Flinders Ranges, have a bit of a look around. We sort of cut up to the Gammon Ranges, cut under the bottom of the Gammon Ranges, have a bit of a look around there, to Lee Creek, which is a mining town, and then up to Maree for the night, which is where the old Garn Railway is. And then on Tuesday we leave Maree. This is how long as we, there we go. Leave Maree, and then we go up through William Creek. There's a lot of things to look and do along here. So we've got Lake Eyre and that whole area. There's lots of springs and everything along here. So we'll be going through there and staying the night at Ootanata. So, and then the following day, from Ootanata, we're going up, across. We actually cut up all these old tracks following the old Garn Railway line, and we come across to Mount Dare, which is the last fuel stop before we cross the Simpson. So we fill up all our fuel and our bladders and everything at Mount Dare. And then from Mount Dare, we come down to Dalhousie Springs for the night, which is where we'll get our first bath. Well, hopefully get a shower before that, but Dalhousie Springs, it's a big spring, water hole, 36 degrees, I believe, so I'll be in there for quite some time until I turn into a prune. Then I know I've had a decent bath. Next day we're leaving Dalhousie and we cross the Simpson Desert, basically straight across the French line, and then we're coming down to what they call the Lone Tree, which is basically down here. There's a lone tree, gum tree in the middle of nowhere. So we'll have a look at that, and then we'll come back across up to the French line and we'll stay there overnight in the middle of the desert. Then the following day, basically follow the French line to Popel's Corner and then up to the QIA line. So we basically cross 3 states here. We go from South Australia into Northern Territory, then across to Queensland in all about an hour. And then across the QIA line up onto Big Red, which is the 40-metre sand dune. So that's the last dune of the Simpson Desert crossing, and it's the biggest one. So when we get to the top there, job done. We would have succeeded. So that'll be a great moment on top of Big Red. Yeah, so it'll be great.
But the journey doesn't end there, and it continues.
Okay, we're at Birdsville, and we'll have a well-deserved beer at the Birdsville pub, and in the morning we'll head off through out the back of Birdsville and down the Cordillo Downs Road, through Cordillo Downs Station, and then across and back down to what they call the Dig Tree, which is Burke and Wills were explorers a long time ago, and they perished at the Dig Tree. There's some food buried for them, and they didn't find it, and they basically perished there. There's no water there. So there's a monument there for them. So we'll be staying there the night. That's basically, we'll tell you more about that when we get there, explain it. Then from the Dig Tree we come down to Inaminka. We'll go through Inaminka and we'll come down the Strzelecki track, part of the old Strzelecki track, then down to Cameron's Corner. And from Cameron's Corner, we basically will cut up into Queensland a little bit and then down through Warrie Gate. So Mark will get to go through Warrie Gate for the second time. This time you won't be limping, you'll be hopping through it with a bit of luck. So down through Warrie Gate to Tibooburra. We'll spend the night at Tibooburra or Milparinka, I'm not sure which one. We'll probably most likely Tibooburra. Anyway, next morning from Tibooburra we come through Pack Saddle and everything through Broken Hill. This is all bitumen from here. Oh, sorry, no, it's still dirt. Yeah. Down to Broken Hill. So we'll be overnight Broken Hill, and that's a large town, Broken Hill, so we'll probably go to the RSL, have a few beers, be sort of our last night out, so we'll go to Broken Hill. From there, we undecided whether we're going to come down the bitumen to home through Mildura. This is about a 700k road back to Bendigo, or we might come through the dirt road through Menindee Lakes to follow the Darling River down to Wentworth and through Pooncarie, and then something different. So so that's basically the route. So and everyone's coming along for a ride. So great.
Well, there you have it, guys. That's it. No more bloody videos. Hope you've enjoyed this one. And so as what we've got, that's what we've planned to do. As always, we love to plan all this shit out and get it all down to the fine nuts and bolts. But once you're out on the road, whatever happens, happens. If we want to pull off somewhere else or whatever. So if you're watching the little spot tracker, we're going the wrong way. It might be it might be on purpose. Hopefully not because we're lost.
Do some circles.
That's it. Yeah. So the updates will be on Facebook, on the website, which is hopefully being displayed there now. You'll find that there's the link to the spot tracker. I'll also put it onto Facebook, and also on this YouTube description there will be a link to that spot tracker. If you click it now, it'll come up saying no messages. It won't actually activate until tomorrow morning. Once we leave, we turn it on, and then you'll start seeing the spot tracker working. So if you go there now and you think it's not working, that's what's supposed to happen. All right, that's about it, isn't it, Ken?
That's it.
Cool. All right, guys.
Keep
Keep on
riding.
riding.